What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Copart here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. I'm here to tell you it's going to be a doozy, man, because everything out here is repos, and the repo list has gotten at least twice as big as it was the previous week. So this is something new that Copart is doing out here. This is called their repo sale lot, and I'm going to get you guys up and just look around. I mean, all of this is all repossessions, guys. I've never seen this many cars over here in what Copart used to call their blue section. This was originally for off-lease vehicle. These were enterprise rent-a-cars, Avis budget rent-a-cars that were being retired from the fleet or maybe had hail damage or something. And now this is all turned into repossession sales. And you may notice, if you saw my previous video on the repo sales, you may notice almost everything from that last video is gone aside from this. This one is still here. Nobody bought it. The reason why? They're asking for a buy it now of $99,999. I wish I was kidding. $99,000 for a 23 Mitsubishi Mirage. Now, I was actually looking at this for Nick, and I was in on the bids for a while. I don't know. It's a 23. It is new. It's got quite a bit of damage, though. Damage all along this side here. No big deal for a new driver, you know. And it looks like something's been going on with the front end as well. Look at the gap that you could stick your whole hand in here. You know, so I think something's happened to this car, and they listed it as mechanically damaged as well. So I'm not willing to bid a whole lot on. Take a look at this bulge in the bumper here. You can clearly see something's not lined up right. You know, this thing has had front end damage, and it was not put back together well. Look at the gaps here too. You know, Now, I'm still interested in it. The high bid went up to about $6,500, $6,600. And I thought, well, it's a little steep for my taste, but you know, maybe I'll give it a shot. Well, they came back with a buy it now price of like $13,500 or $16,000. And then after that, I was like, nah. I know it's a new car, but let's be real, it's been wrecked. It looks like wrecked a couple of times. Plus, it's listed as being mechanically damaged. I can't do $16,000. You can probably buy a new one of these for about the same price, guys, that hasn't been wrecked. So, no, I can't do that. And then they changed the buy it now price to $99,999. Obviously, I'm out. It does fire up, though, you know. The only light is a TPMS light. It's got a little wrench down there, which probably means like oil change or something. 2,237 miles. I'm not going to go through and show this entire car to you guys again. You've already seen it. I'm just saying this is something that I'm seriously considering for Nick, just not at the price that they're asking. Now, the thing about a repo sale is, I mean, obviously the bank wants to get as much of their money back as possible, and then any deficit owed by the person that got the car repo, the original person that financed the car, they go after them for the rest. But banks know that you're trying to squeeze blood from a turnip, you know what I mean? Chances are you're not going to get your money back from the person that financed the car, since they couldn't make their payments anyway. So they want as much money as they can out of auction. But typically, if they can't sell it over a period of time, they just cut them loose, because they'd rather take some money than have no money at all in a car that's just sitting at an auction like this. Now, looking under the hood, I'm looking for accident damage. I don't really see anything. Surely these things can't come from the factory with these kinds of gaps, right? You guys tell me. I'm not a Mitsubishi. Oh, did you see the way the whole bumper just... Yeah, I know it's a cheap car, but good Lord, man, that is crazy. Anyway, this is something I'm considering for Nick. Hey, look, the bumper bulges right here too. This thing is not, look at that. This was not put together well. So I'm definitely leery about this one. So why don't we take a look around, guys, and let's see what else we can find out here. No, it's not the most interesting. A lot of these are not going to be particularly fun or interesting cars, but they are interesting in the sense that they're repossessions and you never know what you're going to find. Like this right here. How It almost looks like a bullet went right through there. It didn't. It's not a bullet. I don't know what it is. But I mean, it like sheared the pillars right open. Oh, the hinges came all the way up? I guess. Both of them. But I don't see any damage to the hood, the windshield, or the roof. It's not like the hood came all the way up. I don't know. Cheap repossession from, what bank is this? This is Fifth Third Bank. Lost type unknown. Well, it's going to be a repossession. That's what it is. If it's one of the bank-owned cars, these are going to be repos. Not too bad looking of an SUV. Bald tires. Continental. Completely bald. There's like no tread left on these tires. Pet lover. Nothing wrong with that. And my truck's got some pet hair in it too. Let's put that up, see what the seats actually look like. Not too shabby. It looks like a pretty basic model, but still a good get-around car for sure. Needs a little bit of a cleaning. Seats are a little dirty. It's got a funky odor going on to it. Yeah, it doesn't smell good. However, it comes with both keys. That's unusual. Usually they have to reprogram a new key for it. You don't get two, unless the dealer forces you to buy pairs. Maybe that. These keys look old though. These don't look like new keys. Low washer fluid. Yes, driver's door, blah, blah, blah. 28 miles per gallon average. And where's the, is it 9,636.6 miles? Can we turn this down? It's actually a nice day in Oklahoma today. That never happens, guys. But we've had so much rain and so many storms. And it's so cloudy. Look out there today. So cloudy. I'm enjoying it because for once, it's not 1,000 degrees. All right. Let me see if I can scroll through. I was hoping to see like the odometer. I don't know where the odometer is on this. Maybe that's it. 9,636 miles. That can't be right, because I've got an oil change sticker right here that says 43,216 miles. So if you guys see the odometer and I'm missing it, drop a comment below because I can't find it. Driver assist, my view. Okay. Trip, digital speedometer. Maybe this will give it to us. No, I can't find it. I give up. I give up. Anyway, this says 6 of 24, 43,000 miles. So it's probably got 40, 50,000 miles on it. Probably a decent vehicle. I mean, the miles aren't too bad. It's probably got one of those little EcoBoost engines in it. I put it in drive. It's not... Whoa! Whoa! I think the brakes were locked up. Maybe she's been sitting for a while. Look at that little bitty backup camera. That thing is barely big enough to do anything with. Goes backwards. Goes forwards. Alright, auto start stop. I hate that stuff. Air conditioning works. Got a radio. Auto start deactivated. Important window works. Less important window works. This isn't too bad for a 21. Definitely got some miles on it though, but let's pop the hood. See what she's working with. I love these newer cars because what the hell is this? Oh, what was that? Oh my God. Anyway, I love these newer cars because generally you don't have to break out the booster pack. They just fire right up, man. Take a look at this engine. What kind of ridiculousness is this? Do you see all of these hoses? And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the emissions crap that cars started coming out with in the 70s and the 80s, you know, where they started taking these nice, basic, simple V8 engines and overcomplicating them with solenoids, hoses, wires, all kinds of sensors. I mean, this is a mess. This is a literal mess, guys. So this is a, what is it, a 1.5? Yeah, a 1.5 liter. What a disaster. No thank you, Ford. Oh my God, do you hear that? Wow. Now, guys, I think this one is not for me. Now, here's a little car that I actually really like. This is a car that's near and dear to my heart. 2015 Honda Fit. I had one, all right? I used to do Uber in Indianapolis, and I did Uber here in Oklahoma City as well, in one of these very cars. Mine was a little older. I don't remember mine being so aerodynamic looking. Mine was more chiseled. This one's definitely more of a bubble, but I still like it. They're still great cars. I drove the heck out of that car. God, I think I sold it when it had somewhere around 200,000 miles on, and they were hard miles, guys. Doing Uber it's hard on a car. And the damn thing never gave me any problems at all. Oh, this one's a little rough. Looks like someone soiled themselves and then put cigarettes out in the mess. She's gonna have some miles on her. You can imagine what it smells like in here. I'm sure it's not particularly pleasant. If you look up, you can see all the nicotine stains. The whole headliner. I mean, look at this headliner, guys. That is, wow. I mean, listen, I used to smoke, so cigarette smoke doesn't bother me too much, all right? But I'm telling you, this car smells like a literal ashtray. And I'm the least picky person about cigarette smoke in cars, okay? This one takes the cake, man. Oh my God, that's gonna need some serious ozoning. What do we got here? It's One Main Financial. So again, repossession. You know, somebody went and took a loan out, a secured loan. They took a loan out on the car, must have owned it outright. Let's see if we can get this hood up. You know, they went and borrowed money against the car, and then they, you know, were unable to pay the money back, and here it is. So tires look like they're decent. We've got a Sure Drive. Never heard of it, but it's decent. And a Sure Drive. Boy, tire names are getting lazy. Yeah, Sure Drive. The whole car is full of Sure Drive tires. Yeah, whatever. Let's check the hatch. Windshield wipers are junk. You get some floor mats. Boy, this thing needs a serious cleaning, man. I mean, serious. You got some skulls, paint peeling off, presumably from where stickers used to be, and they pulled them off. It used to say Honda over here, and then it had a big something right there. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's got power, though. I almost hate to climb into this one, but we're gonna do it anyway. What is this? What is that thing? Probably a tracker? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Push to start? Mine still had a key, so this is definitely newer than mine. Oh, wow, that stinks. Oh, my. Ooh. Oh, my God. Ooh. Okay. I'm guessing there's a cabin air filter in here somewhere that desperately needs replaced. That about took me out, man. Miles, 132,431 miles. Yeah, she got some miles. I don't know if you guys can see this discoloration in here. It is so bad. I've been in a lot of cars that were smokers' cars. I've never seen one that was discolored so bad. I mean, whoever this was a very heavy smoker. Still got the books. This can all be cleaned up. This is one I'd send to Brian at the auto spa. HDMI. You could what? HDMI? You could play like movies on your little radio here. Boy, mine didn't have that. It's actually kind of fancy. 12-volt power outlet. I don't see any warning lights on the dash, but damn, it stinks. You got little paddle shifters here. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Honda Fit still uses a traditional transmission, not a CVT. Again, correct me, I could be wrong. Important window works, less important window works. Air conditioning, ice cold, steering feels good. Poor Nick. Poor Nick. I know what y'all are thinking. You don't do him dirty like that, Randy. Don't do him dirty like that. Well, look. Hey, man, nobody even bought me my first car. All right, so he wants something small to start with. Well, here you go. It's something small. And a lot of you have asked, how come I don't bring Nick with me to these auctions? That's a wonderful question. he is not old enough to get into these auctions. These auctions require him to be 18 years old for insurance purposes. If he gets hurt, obviously you can get hurt out here. Some of these cars are wrecked. There's loaders. Things happen, you know, so for legality reasons, he is not allowed to come out to the yard yet. But he told me he is very interested in coming out and learning and helping out with videos, and maybe, who knows, maybe someday if I ever decide to step down, maybe Nick will take over. You know what I mean? We'll see. So stay tuned for that. It's just got less than 2 years left, guys. Less than 2 years left. What do you guys think of the Honda? I think it'd make him a decent little driver. Like I said, no warning lights on the dash, so there's really nothing to be concerned about. Nice cold air conditioning, small car. It's exactly what he's looking for. Brian can make this thing, I don't think he can make it look new again, but I think he can make it look a whole lot better than it does now. So this one is going on my list because I'd rather pay, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for this one versus $99,999 for that Mitsubishi. So this one is a little interesting. It's over here in what is now the Repo auction. This is a 2015, I believe, Ram 1500. It looks kind of like a Rebel, but it's not. It's a classic. It's blacked out. I mean, it looks really nice on this side. On the other side, not so much. It definitely took a, well, it took a bit of a beating. It looks like it got into a fight with a parking pole and it lost. You can clearly see all the yellow markings all over it, man. It looks like somebody had a few too many and couldn't figure out how to drive around one of those yellow parking lot poles. So they just drove into it repeatedly. So I thought, this is a Repo, but it's not. This is actually a Hertz. Oh, wow. This is a Hertz either lease or rental truck. Boy, she needs work, though. You know, this one is... Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, it's overlapped, man. Yeah, bad. So you got damage to the cab corner. The bed, no big deal. I mean, this is all, from what I can tell anyway, this all looks like superficial damage. Replace the bed, replace both doors. The fender's fine. No big deal on the doors. This cab corner is going to need a little bit of work, though. But honestly, I think any good body place could probably take care of that. As long as we don't have damage to the... Oh, we do. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, you can clearly see where this hinge is like bent in and smashed into the B-pillar there. So we've got significant B-pillar damage, rocker damage as well. Yeah, this is probably not worth fixing, especially if it's got any miles on it. Let's see what the miles show. Come on, this old school Ram. This 3,000 miles? 32,000, really? 32,471 miles. Really? 30,000 miles on a... Oh, it's a 22. My bad. It's a... I thought this was a 15. I don't know where I got that from. Oh. All right. It runs well. So, where did I get that this was a 2015? I've been doing this long enough to know better, guys. I'll tell you what, though, for a 2022, with that old school cluster and these olds, all of this is like really, really old technology. This does not look like something that'd be from 2022. This has got a lot of damage, guys. Not something I'm going to be interested in, but hey, you never know. Maybe somebody watching just needs themselves a really banged up. Oh, Lord. V6? Really? Well, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, guys. They are putting 4 cylinders in Chevy trucks now. I don't know, man. I'm tempted to buy one just to try it out for myself, one of these new Chevys, but I'm torn. I think the Chevys come out with like a 2.7 liter turbo 4-cylinder now. Absolutely horrible in my opinion, but they get great gas mileage, but it's a 4-cylinder. Like, really, what are you gonna do? I guess I'm old school, right? I'm not ready for big full-size pickup trucks with 4-cylinder engines, but I am kind of torn between the new Chevy trucks with a 4-cylinder or the new Chevy 1500 work truck that's an electric truck, full EV truck. It's supposed to have, I don't know, like 400-mile range or something like that. I saw one on a local auction site, and they're wanting about $65,000 for it, and I thought, you know, that's not a bad price for that truck. I don't know. You guys tell me below in the comments below, would you guys be interested in a 4-cylinder Chevy truck or an electric Chevy truck, or should I stay away from both of them? Now, I am not the biggest fan of a Jeep Patriot, guys. There's actually very few Jeeps that I like. I love the Grand Cherokees, pretty much all of them. I love the Cherokee Sports from back in the day, and that's about it. You know, the old Wagoneers, the old school Wagoneers, love those as well. These, not so much. Somebody got this repossessed. Ooh, it's got accident damage too. That sucks. Busted windshield, hail damage. I don't know what happened to this. This is just, I think a car wash probably ate it. It's got damage along the pill. I mean, it's just damage everywhere. This thing is awful. From a distance, it actually looked halfway decent. So I thought, you know, for a little commuter car, maybe it wouldn't be too bad. In reality, though, no. Oh, but it is a manual variety, and it only has 48,000 miles, really. Miles aren't too bad on this one, guys. Miles aren't too bad on this. So that I shouldn't even be looking at this, but the fact that it's a manual transmission and it only has 48,000 miles on a 2016 clutch. Ooh, gross. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what all that is. Let's see if this thing will start or if it's got a dead battery. It starts. It sounds funky. Turn off the e-brake. Oh, we got the air conditioning already full blast. Change oil, low tire, and close the damn door is what it's telling me. Close the damn door. All right, change oil, low tire, close the door. And it's got no gas in it either. Ain't got no gas in it. So this is a repo. Really? Okay. That's, oh, dude. See, now I feel real bad. Now I feel really bad because look back here. We've got fishing poles back here, guys. Somebody's fishing poles are in this. They couldn't at least let them get their fishing poles back? Oh, man. This guy was on his way to go fishing. He came out and his car was gone. Damn. That's cold, man. That's cold. Almost as cold as this air conditioning. I ain't gonna lie, that AC is really cold. Normally, I'd have these things fully on blast, man, but it's actually pretty decent out here today. Important window works. Less important window works. I can't buy this. Part of me wants to, just because it's low mileage, and those could be some great fishing poles, man. But I don't want to take somebody's fishing poles. You know what I mean? I feel bad for whoever it was, honestly. They lost their car, they lost their fishing poles, and they were probably just going out, try to relax, take some stress off because they knew they were behind on their payments. Came back, car and their fishing poles were gone. How about a 2018 Dodge Journey, guys? Got a little bit of body damage on the front, nothing too much though. This isn't too bad, you could live with this. Well, I couldn't live with it, but a lot of people could probably live with this. Not too shabby. It's got decent tires, another repossession. You can tell this thing has not been moved in a while. You got the 7-pin connector, you got the tow hitch on the back, Flex Fuel E85. Like I said, tires are decent, but take a look at these rotors. They are seriously rusty, so this thing has not been driven in a while. Now, a lot of times these things get repoed and then they just sit at a repo lot for a while, like the place that actually picks it up, the tow company or whoever gets it, they grab it, they keep it for a while, then eventually it gets moved to an auction and then another auction, so they really don't get driven much. You got third row seats, leather interior, a little bit dirty, not too bad. DVD player, you got the big screen in the front. It doesn't smell bad. It's actually not bad shape, guys. Other than a dent in the fender, this one's not too shabby. I'm about to pop the hood, see what engine it's working with. Probably the 3.6 liter Pentastar. Seat's good, bolsters are good. And let's see what the miles are. Push to start. Oh, she ain't running the greatest, guys. she definitely ain't running the greatest. You got that old school Dodge screen. You remember this same screen they use in like the Dodge Darts, Chrysler 200s, 300s. Air conditioning is on. Check engine light came on immediately. Mileage isn't bad though, 71,274 miles. That's not bad at all. It felt like it was misfiring at first, but I think the misfire went away, probably just from sitting for so long. Yeah, misfire is gone now. Let's close this door. Important window works. You got the Alpine stereo system. Less important window works. You get a sunroof in this one. Like I said, DVD player in the back as well. That AC is ice cold. So, wait. Is it still trying to misfire? It seems like it comes and goes, guys. It's like on the verge of misfiring. You know, it's not like pop, 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 pop. It's just kind of like a, oh, I'm going to misfire. I'm going to misfire. No, I'm not going to misfire. It's very confused. Average fuel economy, about 16.1 miles a gallon. Backwards. Forwards. Oh, now she's misfiring. Now she's misfiring. Yeah. It goes into forward and backward, guys. Let's take a look under the hood real quick, though. Hell, maybe it just needs a tune-up, or maybe it just needs some fresh gas. These things get to sitting for a while, guys, and sometimes they're not too happy about being started back up again. Yeah, see what I mean? There it is. You can see that thing just bouncing around. She ain't happy. It shouldn't need a tune-up at 71,000 miles, guys. These things should all have like platinum or iridium plugs, so they should be good for, you know, 100,000 miles or so. Is this a Pentastar? This is a 3.6. I don't think that is a Pentastar. Maybe it is. You guys comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, honestly, with this kind of miles, it really should not need a tune-up, so it just kind of leaves me worried that maybe there's something else going on with it. You can drop your comments below, though. Tell me what you think. It's not too bad looking, though, you know, and maybe really this could just be a coil. I'm surprised the check engine light isn't flashing, though. You know, with it misfiring like this, you can see for yourself. Check engine light's not flashing. It's solid. I don't know. This is one I'll put on the list, and we'll see. This one is, who is this from? This is from Crescent Bank. So, yeah, another repossession. Honestly, not too bad a shape if you're willing to take a risk. A little bit of body damage. Obviously going to need a little bit of mechanical work, but this could be decent. Here's another Crescent Bank repossession. 2020 Dodge Challenger. This is the RT, the Hemi. Basic, you know, 5.7 liter V8. Still fun car nonetheless. And oh my goodness, it's from David Stanley Chevrolet. Would you look at that? David Stanley in Oklahoma City. They actually have another one. So this would be off of, I think, I-240. Not too bad looking, although it does look like something's going on with the front end. Flat tire. But you can see the front end. Things aren't lining up here. You got some bump bar. Oh, wow, the whole bumper. Oh, wow. Yeah, something's... Oh, it's been ripped out of the fender here. Look at that. Oh my, okay. Oh wow, fender liners are tore up. Yeah, she's been sitting a while, guys. This one's been sitting a while too. You can see the rotors have a lot of surface rust on them. Well, the rest of the car looks good as long as there's no bags blown. It's got nice tinted windows. We have leather. No, we have the houndstooth interior, which is fine. I mean, I prefer... In certain cars, I prefer cloth, and in other ones, I prefer leather. Really just depends on the car, but for these particular cars, I really prefer the leather that they use. Really nice leather with Alcantara. I'd prefer that over the cloth in these. Let's see if this one wants to start. Yeah, maybe it will. Push to start. We have one key fob, remote start, 73,000 miles. Sounds good. Small screen. That's a really kind of a tiny screen, but okay. Yeah, back tire is flat, but it runs great. And there you go, sport mode. That's what you need right there, that sport mode. I push it and I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. A little checkered flag pops up in the corner there. That's all you get for sport mode. I miss my Challenger, man. I miss my Scat Pack. I actually fell in love. What is that noise? What was that? There we go. Door doesn't close all that easy. I fell in love with my Scat Pack, guys. I did. It's currently at Mako getting repaired. At least as of the filming of this video, I should say. It's still at Mako getting repaired because I hit a deer after going to the movies with my mom one night. And yeah, deer, I think, came out okay. The car did not. So let's see if it's got gears. Brakes feel good. Drive. Forward. Yep. Backwards. Yep. Boy, that screen sucks, guys. Like, the seats suck in this. The screen sucks in this. Otherwise, though, I mean, it's a Challenger. It's really hard to hate these cars. Some people do. Some people do. Important window does work. I don't remember if I tested those yet. Less important window works. It runs great. Let's pop the hood. Take a quick... Ow! Damn it! Ah, I just hit my freaking head on the pillar. That's always fun. So the front bumper is hanging off, you know. Worst case scenario, you need a bumper. Relatively low miles. I don't hear any Hemi tick. I hear normal fuel injectors and things of that nature. Everything up here looks like it's original and in really good shape. Everything's where it's supposed to be. I think it's fine, guys. I think this fender maybe got pulled out a little bit. I don't know. This front clip, though, that would be my biggest concern, because let me tell you something. I learned from experience. I damaged this splitter down here on my Scat Pack. I damaged it when I hit the deer because, like, the deer's leg went into it. I damaged the grills and the lights. I damaged a lot. Came out to quite a bit. But this little piece right here, aftermarket, is close to $500, and the aftermarket ones are stupid flimsy. So from the dealer, a new one of those is over $500 just for the splitter. This is basically exactly what happened to mine. It was very similar to this, but it was further up, and I knocked out my fog light when the deer hit it. So that little piece, about $500. Aftermarket is about the same price, and used on eBay, $600. So $500 to $600. So obviously we went with a brand new one from the dealer, and my bumper's got to get repainted. It's going to be an ordeal. I love the Challengers, all of them, you know, except for the V6. Let me clarify. No reason to get a V6, guys. None at all. Get the RT, get a Scat Pack, get a Hellcat, whatever. Doesn't matter. I love Challengers. I like Chargers too. I'm just less of a fan of the Charger because it doesn't look as sporty. You know, if you're going to get something like this, I get it. Some people need the 4-door, you know, obviously, kids and all that stuff. But me, I prefer the look of the 2-door. With that, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.